It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Shoves him aside. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance. And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon. Harris running straight ahead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step. Second and goal from inside the 5. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Montgomery running right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And this one, he needed 6. Here we go. Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here's Jones. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery, 28 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Santos with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Pickett. That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 34 yards there. The first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just somehow that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Off play action, Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And some space here. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Running left, Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the point after try for Santos. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play. That'll be the call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Oh, he's got some great. There he goes, left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They run again with Harris, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4 for 3. They run for it with Harris, and this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
A handoff for Herbert.
And some room to run now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 38 yards. And the Bears have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chicago.
Velus Jones,
35 yards. And the Bears add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 30. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They're going for it. This is Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run again with Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It's Dominic Robinson who comes in and makes a play. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Harris running straight ahead. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Fields. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears.
Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Look, a great angle right there. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Just like that, pick up a 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely like seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Tackle made by Montravius Adams. 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Running for it, Montgomery. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off play action, Pickett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And out of bounds right around the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Harris.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away. Incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way. At least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Rolling to his left.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Fields on first down. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet,
38 yards.
and the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action. It's Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chase Claypool,
37 yards.
and the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game. And I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Pickett. A short one there to Fryermuth.
And he will get this toward the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They run forward with Harris, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney,
51 yards.
and the Bears open the lead up to 34-0.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on third down, Pickett
Forced out to his left.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Now Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
Room here to run. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
56 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Trying to barrel up in there. I don't think he got it. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the pass.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Pickett. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
Steps away.
Open man. That's the tight end, Freiermuth.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From 28 yards out. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.